Hi YouTube, here's my Electrolux Powerline Z1375 1400 watts. This is basically a Eureka Victory from the United States that was rebranded as Electrolux and sold here in the UK in the late 90s. Sorry, I lost my train of thought then. They were released in 1997 to replace the Contours, I believe, along with the wide tracks, which was a 15-inch cleaning width. This is a 12-inch cleaning width. But yeah, they were certainly better than the Contours, and probably a lot better than anything Electrolux made. They're very good deep cleaners for a clean air machine. So yeah, as you can see on this one, we'll start from the bottom up. We have the lettering that says Powerline and 1400 to highlight the motor wattage, and we've got a 7-position carpet height adjustment on a little dial, just like the Contour. We have sharp pile, and then there are 5 other positions, and then your highest long pile setting. I usually keep it on the second to lowest. There's a bit of grille detailing here. On other models there would have been a headlight there, but as you can see on this one it doesn't, so it's just a little bit of detailing, but no air actually blows out of that. Speaking of which, the exhaust filter fits in here, and it just pulls out like that. I think you can wash that. Well, I've washed it anyway, but yeah, it just slides in there. Some of the later models had a cartridge type thing on the back, like a Pure Power does, and it was like a HEPA filter, and it just fitted on there. So yeah, we've got Electrolux logo in there on the back door, and back saver handle, which is an ergonomic shaped handle which is supposed to save on your back, hence the name. As you can see, it's a very strange looking thing, very striking. The cord stores away on the left hand side here on these hooks rather than on the back, and you have a foot operated power switch and your handle release there. Towards the back we have our rating sticker. I'll start with that. What's it say? Obviously it's the wrong way around, but to help if we had it, help if we had it the right way so you could see it, which you probably can't read it anyway, but it says, God, sorry about this, I can get close to it. It says Electrolux model Z1375, 1400 watts max, 900 watts normal, made in the USA, and all the other random numbers and things on there. We have our onboard tools. We have a full stair cleaning hose, which is a stretchy hose, kind of like a DC01 stretch hose, how it ripples when you stretch it out and retract it. But it's a bit of a awkward place for it to come out. As you can see, it could just tip the thing over, but oh well. That just fits neatly back like that. I do believe on some other models that didn't have the stretch hose, I think the it had a different handle, although it was still a backsaver handle, and the hose kind of went further up the handle than that, but correct me if I'm wrong, I think I'm right. Anyway, we have our extension wand here. Just one extension wand, not two like you get with the contours. That just kind of clicks in like that. Crevice tool, quite a cheapy looking thing, but and your dual purpose dusting tool. As you can see, that's quite battered and well used, I think you'd say, on the dusting brush there. This isn't a very nice dusting brush, it's got quite stiff nylon bristles, as opposed to my contour multi-purpose dusting tool, which looks exactly like that, but it's like a grey colour and it has soft horsehair bristles. And on the other side there you have your upholstery tool. I quite like this tool actually. Some people don't like it, but I quite like it. And then I'll show you inside the bag compartment. It's pretty much pathetic how the bags fit in on this. It's beyond a joke. As you can see, these bags aren't that great to begin with. They're only a single layer bag, and as you can see, there's a lot of dust on the bag door. It doesn't help the fact that the bags aren't a very good secure fit. As you can see, I'm not sure if you saw my other video, but I did make another video asking if I'm actually installing these bags correctly, because this fill tube wasn't even going into the bag. But I managed to suss that out, and what it was I didn't put the fill tube in far enough, and it wasn't inserting all the way into the bag. But as you can see, even though it's correct now, it's still not very secure, so I don't know. And as you can see, there's a lot of dust there still. I did clean that off after I installed the bags correctly, but you have your pre-filter here that the machine relies on to prevent dust going into the motor, and it's only like a scouring pad thing. There is another filter that actually wraps around the motor, so I suppose that does help, but it doesn't stop the dust from going straight into the fan. But never mind, that does just squash in there somehow. These bags are a little bit, I don't know if they're all like that, but the bags are a bit too big. They don't fit in properly, you have to kind of squash them in. So the bags are quite big, but you don't get the full usage because the compartment's not big enough for it. I don't know if it's just these generic bags or what, but there you go. And that just like clicks shut. The brush roll on it's very good. It's certainly better than the Contours brush roll. It is a bit battered and does need replacing because it's quite a loud. It's got quite loud, noisy bearings in it, so it does kind of sound like a DC-14 Origin. But the bristles are quite stiff, and it's quite a good deep cleaner, this. But yeah, that's the brush roll. That's your height adjustment thing there. I don't know if it's just mine or if they're all like this, but the cleaner head's really weird, as if you see it, even though it's locked in the upright position, it kind of flicks forward like that. And like when you've got it stood up, that's how it should stand, but if you pushed it, the head would kind of push forward into that position, and it will kind of lean forward. As you can see, that's what it stands like when I push it forward, and that's what it stands like normally. But anyway, I don't know. Either way, who cares? So I'll show you in action now, as this video has been going on for 10 minutes and probably nobody will watch it. But anyway, I'll get some sawdust down and give it a run. And the brush roll is quite noisy, so that does enhance the noise level. But I'll go get some sawdust and I'll show you this in action. So here we go. So there we go. It is a bit noisy, not overly noisy, but a bit loud. But anyway, that's it. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.